Cardano puts in an epic bounce from the $3 range all the way up to around $1.20. The question, is this bullish or is it a fake out? What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, turn the notification bells on for the very best crypto technical analysis. I do videos every day. Let's jump into the Cardano video. It's an epic looking bounce because we've been tracking this rising channel for a while now. This extends all the way back to the beginning of February, around a month. This is an hourly chart. So far, it looks really cool because we are hitting targets. We are hitting lower trend lines. We are hitting just these higher low areas right now. How this plays out in the hours ahead, the days ahead, that is yet to be seen, but we can track it right now, at least for the hours ahead, to keep an eye on certain things. And before we do, everybody, we have a lot of new people, I think, on this YouTube channel and a lot of new people coming into crypto. And there's one underlying thing that I want to really get out there, because I received a comment on Twitter a little bit earlier. Basically, somebody said that I was talking about a $2 Cardano was imminent 10 days ago in a video, and I'm misleading my followers. And I want to just break something down for you. If I have failed to talk about dips enough, please let me know. But I feel like probably 60-70% of my videos were talking about retracements, consolidations, dips. And my point here is this. I do it, and I think it's so important if you're new into crypto, because there's a mental aspect to that you have to be prepared for. You have to anticipate 30% dips, 40% dips, so that you're just mentally sane throughout this investing process, this investing experience in crypto. The space is insane. But the other thing is there's opportunity down there. So I went back, I was like 10 days ago, did I really? I don't think I was talking like Cardano's going to $2 tomorrow. And I found this video. This was from February 22nd, around 10 days ago. Take a quick look at this clip. There's always downside out of all of these targets. And this rising wedge has a downside target. And the downside target is down there in that 60-cent area. Interesting. So long story short, I wasn't saying $2 was imminent. We talk about targets to the upside and downside, and I'm not trying to give airtime to a negative comment. I'm not, but it's just such good context to discuss this, which is dips. And talking about dips, here's a video from just a few days ago. I'm not going to show you a clip, but this is us discussing when Cardano's at $1.23, buy areas, potential buy areas. And this was based off a conversation that I had with a friend of mine, asking when's a good time to buy. This was my opinion, $1.15 or the $1.20, $1.10 range, and then potentially the $1.05 to 95 cent range. And this is how this has played out. So I'm trying to illustrate and tell you a story right now. The story is about dips and why to be prepared for them, because this is how this has played out. This is how these buy zones have played out. If you watched those videos, you might have seen me talking about, lighter buy area maybe. And if we kind of dip into this $1.05 to 95 cent area, a heavier buy zone. So far, this has proven to be a great accumulation area in this longer term dip, right? If somebody bought down in this range, they're up ultimately a 15% swing. That's fine, but we're not out of the woods yet. And now we can really kind of start talking about the micro and what's going on now that we've kind of discussed the foundation of it all, which is everybody be prepared for all of the volatility, the dips. There's opportunity down there. But again, it's been a nice recovery thus far, but we're not out of the woods. Cardano still has resistance ahead. So let's discuss that. If we go over here to a 6-hour chart, and that was Bitcoin. If we go over here, let's go to the hourly chart on Cardano. I just want to chart for you a huge area. And actually, before I do, I was texting with a friend of mine when Cardano was starting to bounce. It was just putting in a nice 6-hour candle. I don't know if you can see it on my screen right there in our text message, but he says once it breaks $1.16 to $1.18, it's going to moon, at least get back into the mid 20s to the low 30s. I said it's really doing a little pump right now. It can very well be a lower high on the way down. Everybody, even with my friends, I'm talking about dips all the time. I am not bearish at all, but in my mind, for my own mental sanity, my sake, I'm always just anticipating the worst case scenario. There's opportunity down there, and when it happens, I'm not surprised. So basically, I charted for him $1.17 to $1.22 is big resistance. And he says, bro, shut up. And I said, dude, it's how the charts move. They're trends. Little bounces don't mean anything unless it's a true reversal. You're such a noob. And this is a crypto conversation with one of my best buds from high school. And here we are in the charts now. And this is what I was talking about to him, which was a swing high that we just had, kind of a, consolidation area before we got this huge dip for Cardano. And it's this range right here, $1.18 area to like $1.22, that Fibonacci resistance. And now look at Cardano on the very short term, hitting this resistance. This is my concern. Cardano not being able to break through. And right now, as I do this video, Cardano's looking fine. We've had this break to the upside, a little bit of a consolidation down, break to the upside, little consolidation down, very normal. But I'm telling you, this afternoon, after I upload this video, what is going to happen here? Is Cardano going to make a move to the upside in terms of support to the downside before that might happen? It's a swing low, that ultimate swing low around $1.03 to that resistance. We have support, so you can see Cardano in the hours ahead potentially trickle back down to $1.09 down to $1.06. That's support. And so we're just nowhere near out of the woods, in my opinion, based on technical analysis. Cardano bouncing around in these two areas, very neutral on the short term. I'm very long-term bullish, but on the short term, very neutral, because in the longer scheme of things, the story being told is Cardano getting that swing high around $1.50 and just kind of on its way down to consolidate. And we're just not out of the woods here, meaning there still could potentially be this nice little bounce. Here's a lower high, and then we're boom going down to a new swing low, potentially into the 95-cent area, which is what we discussed. Now that area, the reason why I have that area as support is we had this swing low, trend line touch to swing high trend line, and we have just this channel. Now this is the heavier buy channel that I discussed a little bit ago, and this is like right around $1.07 down to 95 cents. That's still 100% in play. Now if you're just, come on Dan, like give me some bullish signal or something. I mean, even look at the 6-hour candle, very indecisive right now in terms of what Cardano is doing, but we can go to a daily chart and I can show you this. Cardano right now, and actually the momentum oscillators finally have at least cooled down a little bit. You can see the stock RSI down here, the quicker moving momentum oscillator in the oversold area. We can see this RSI, the slower moving momentum oscillator, kind of in this falling channel of sorts, but the daily chart, the daily oscillator here is down here in the 50 to 60 range, out of overbought territory. That's at the very least a good thing for Cardano. If you just look, Cardano, as it consolidated in this previous rising channel, did the same thing. It came down into this area out of overbought. Very important. And then if we just look at what's actually transpiring here, this is good. I mean, Cardano's cooling off. The most bullish thing I think we could see, if Cardano doesn't even just make a huge break to the upside, is just all down in this range, consolidation of some sort, even if it's a symmetrical triangle of sorts. We want time for this 50-day moving average to continue getting pulled up and closer to Cardano. That's what we always want to see. The same similar type of move happened right here. Cardano was kind of just a little bit consolidating with some higher highs and higher lows in the short term, but giving the 50-day moving average time to pull up. That's what we're looking for. And we're also looking for Cardano to really interact nicely with this 20-day moving average, this green line right here. The same exact thing happened back then. So again, going to a 6-hour chart, maybe we see some type of, symmetrical triangle setup going into the next couple of days. Maybe we get another move down here to this 95 to $1 range. If that happens, that's still fine. If we're getting support, falling into some type of consolidation pattern, speculatively symmetrical triangle, maybe finally break to the upside. But keep in mind, everybody, as I mentioned in the clip from the other day, well, around 10 or 11 days ago, or whatever it was, February 22nd, we are in a rising channel. We're in a pattern, and there is a breakout to the downside. There just is. and that target being moved up because we're getting higher in this channel. But I would say still 70 cents Cardano is in play in the very extreme bearish scenario where crypto markets in general, some type of news comes out or something like that. And if we get one of those events, which have happened multiple times in the history of crypto, many, many times, if it happens, we could see Cardano just a huge capitulation event being probably scooped up ridiculously fast. I think there is so much demand for Cardano. I'm so long-term bullish, you know it, but I'm just trying to track these charts. I want to be realistic with you, and I just really want to break down my own game plan as I'm doing all of this. So I hope the data helps you. I appreciate you cruising by. If you're a new subscriber, thanks for your subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe, hit the like, turn the notification bells on. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.